What's going on, everybody? NGRU Storm back with more OG 7 Days to Die version 1.18, the last version that you could download from the PS4 or PlayStation Store before it was removed by Fun Pimps, and they told all of us PS4 players to go pound sand. Well, guess what, buddy? I still got the game. I'm still playing it. So what you gonna do about that? Huh? Well, they're certainly not gonna make a PS4 version. I can guarantee that shit. Hopefully everyone is doing okay. It is Taco Tuesday, May 6th. I mean, yeah, let's get busy. Let's enjoy. Let's have a good time. Let's go make some zombie tacos. I mean, I've got cornmeal. I've got water. I mean, maybe I could make some masa and, make some good corn tortillas and make some, some zombie tacos con cebollas and cilantro and some salsa verde, and actually in this case it would be probably salsa red because we like beating them up. I don't think I would eat one. I'd almost be afraid to. I'd probably catch the dribbling squirts and end up in a bad way. Well, I hope everyone is doing okay. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. To all my subscribers, a shout out. Thank you very much for your subscription. I can't tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of you. Please remember to share the videos. This way, if you know somebody who you think would like my content, say, hey, there's this crazy old dude that plays OG 7 Days to Die. You ought to come watch. He's a lot of fun. I would really appreciate it if you could, because it will help the channel grow. I'm seeing new followers on PS4. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Guys, please drop by YouTube. Drop me a subscribe. It would really help the channel out. We're slowly growing, but I'd like to see a little bit faster growth. I'm not complaining, but thank you very much for helping me grow this channel. Each and every one of you. You guys are why I do this, because I know that some of y'all enjoy this OG 7 Days to Die as much as I do, without all of the changes and the this and the that and everything else that that the Fun Pimps dropped into the game. Hit that like button. Don't forget, please hit that like button. It will help me fight the YouTube algorithm. And for those of you who have streamed or know a streamer, they will tell you the algorithm is murderous. And then also the notification bell. That's going to let you know when I go live, as I only do live videos. And if you can't watch it when the thing goes ding, guess what? At least you know I've put up a live video, so you can come back at a later point in time and begin to watch it and enjoy. Sit down with some popcorn. In this case, on Tuesday, sit down with some good birria tacos. Yes, yes, indeed. Oh, yes. What can I tell you guys? Thank you very much. All right. Well, guess what? It's time to wake up. Get up and stretch the old legs here. House is looking pretty good. Everything's pretty much the same. Nothing's changed. We are living out in the middle of a desert city with our chemistry set, our dookie box, so we can make some fertilizer. And then we've got our cooking station over here that is completely equipped with the cooking pot, the cooking grill, and a beaker. Very cool. And we have our forge, and we have everything that we need for the forge. We have the anvil, we have the calipers, and we have the tool and die set, and all of that stuff is very, very necessary. And as you guys can see, I'm actually pretty good on everything here. I've actually got more brass than lead right now, but I'm not going to complain. And then we have our workbench. So yes, I have found this wonderful little desert town. It's a cool place to live. I found a POI and we renamed it. We're calling it Working My Bone. Instead of Working Stiff Tools, it's now Working My Bone. I wanted to put stiff, but it wouldn't fit, so Working My Bone kind of spaced out nicely there. And of course, at my age, that's kind of what you end up having to do. You work your own bone. Because when you're 61, ain't none of them pretty young girls want to deal with you. And we've done a little bit of construction around the house. We have a 2 wide iron bars all the way around. And this is very, very important. This keeps the spider monkeys out on Horde Night. And, of course, we have our wonderful little iron hatch here. And this keeps any of them from crawling up the ladder and all of that. So, yeah, buddy. All right, so now we've got to do this math thing. So we had one on day 140. We had one on day 147. It is day 152. So if I am not mistaken, this is going to be a horde day. We may have a horde coming in tonight. So, keeping that in mind, let's go do a couple of things. Number one, I've got to get in here and grab me another little bit of first aid supplies. There we go. We're not going to be needing this booger right here for a little bit, so I'm going to grab him and stick him in my backpack. Also, while we're at it, we're going to bring the steel pickaxe up, the fire axe up. Alright, now, since we're getting ready for the evening, we know what all is going to be happening. We know it's going to be stupid. I have got to do some gun work. Holy moly, have I got to do some gun work. Look at this. I've got 2 sniper rifles that I can combine with the one that I own. But, alright, so the 357 Magnum, I've only got 8 rounds. As much as I would like to take that with me, I don't think I'm going to. So, only thing I'm going to grab down is going to be my pistola, and we're going to drop it right here. And then I also need my AK-47. We're going to drop it right here. Now, I'm going to need about half of these, and I think this should do the job. And you know what? Just for grins and giggles, let's grab the submachine gun. Alright, and I'm kind of loath to use it. I usually keep the SMG on hand for like the day after, just in case anything happens. Alright, so we've got a full stack. Let's drop those back in there. And then we're going to grab another full stack of arrows. Alright, so we are prepped for the evening. Let me go downstairs and take a look and make sure everything is secure. So, yeah, chip through the floor. Oh, I got to eat something. Chip through the ceiling up there. Made a little ladder to come down. And this is kind of like my garage. And I've got my little lights set up so that I can see what's going on down here. This is where I keep my mini bike safe, and this is where I keep my gas, in the benzolatum box of Go-Go Juiciness. Yes, it's Go-Go. It's juicy. It's benzolatum. All right, back upstairs. There we go. Come on, up, around, let's go. That's it. Ah, okay. So in the meantime, it is 3:30, and it looks like we have a full complement. Let me see, make sure everything's loaded. Yes. Ooh, no. There we go. And yes. Okay. So I have a full thing here of chrysanthemum. So I think what I'm going to do is, before it gets a little crazy this evening, well, I'm going to go inside and eat first, because my stomach be growling like a big biatch. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to eat the good stuff. We're going to eat us some meat stew. One of the best items, if not the best item in-game that you can eat, meat stew. 27.8% fullness, 1.6% wellness. I mean, good stuff. Now, here in the desert, it's a little bit of a drawback, because if you'll look on the lower left-hand portion of my screen, where you can see all the numbers, if you'll notice, there's like a little cup that's hot. That means the body temp is going to go up. Alright, how are we doing? Okay, we're at 100%. And instead of drinking out of our own supply, that we keep in our backpack, I'm going to throw down some red tea. Now, the red tea will help counteract it. As far as I am concerned, the red tea is your best drink in game. Definitely makes a huge difference for you. Now, you can make tea with goldenrod, but goldenrod is if you eat something and you catch dysentery, basically the flying, dribbling shits. You can drink that goldenrod tea, or vitamins if you have them. It helps kill the dysentery. So let's do this, and let's drink our fill here. Won't take too many of these to fill us up. And that way the cooling of the red tea will counteract the hot of the meat stew. Okay, we're at 100%. Perfect. Drop those in there. Give this a shuffle. All right. So now it is time. Let's see. It is 4:44, 4:45 in game time. Yep. So let's get these harvested up. And then we're going to make 54 seeds. And we're going to take the 54 chrysanthemum, because it's 2 each per harvest, as opposed to in the wild where it's only 1. That's the good thing about having your own garden. We'll put the excess in our food cabinet inside. That way when I need to make some more red tea, I'll be able to do it without any problem. Alright, so let's get these other ones picked up. So you guys know the drill on the 7th day thing. I mean, it's a pain, but it's where you can end up picking a lot of experience points up, which will help you level a lot of the skills that are in game. We have a roving band. Look at this shit. If you guys get down there and start this early, I am going to hurt you all very badly. Oh, look at this. Look at this nonsense. You guys want to play this game with me today, don't you? Okay, we'll come over here and clusterfuck up. We'll just end up killing a bunch of you. Won't be too much of a problem. We'll just drop headshots and neck shots. Oh, somebody slapped somebody. Heard that? Oh, well, she's missing a head now. She's dead. Or she will be. Now she's dead. Alright. And then we got another nursey. Nursey, baby. She's got nice cleavage. Now she don't have a head. Alright. And you're dead. And now you're dead too. Actually, you're not, but we're going to take care of it. Okay, I hear somebody over there on my frickin' back door. Buddy, that back door is not for you to knock on. You know that, right? Alright, who's down here still walking around? Okay, we got Mommy Dearest and Crawly Boy. Well, Crawly Boy's gonna die right about now. Hang on, let me get one in the back of his neck. Oh, I don't believe that. Okay, he's dead now. Come on, Mom. Where you going? Huh? Where was you going? You just figured you was gonna leave? Shoot you once in the ass like you deserve? What a bunch of buttholes. I mean, come over here and get started early. Why is he still laying there? He's worrying me. Let's put one right in the back of his noggin. There we go. Now he's turned into scrap. Alright, so it is now 6:30, close to 6:30 anyway. We've picked all of our chrysanthemums. So let's do recipes, chrysanthemum seed, and we want 54. And craft them up. Okay, so when I plant a garden, one of the things that I always forget is how many plots that I have. So I make these little signs up, and they will tell me how many I need. It's a quick way to remember it. It's one less thing to clutter your brain with as you're playing the game. And being 61, almost 62 years old, I suffer from an acute disease called CRS. CRS stands for can't remember shit. And that's usually the case. So, I mean, I just give myself these little aids. They help me remember so I don't forget. So, yeah, 54. All right, so with the seeds being made, I think they're already done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop them here. And you know what I really ought to try to do? See, I've only got 4 corn seeds. But I mean, I'm not really worried about it. Okay, I've got 1 aloe vera seed. That's not a happy, happy, joy, joy thing. I thought that I had more aloe vera seeds than that. Oh, well, doesn't that suck a dick? Okay, I've got enough cotton. The dirt fragments, yeah, leave them there. Now these are tree seeds. I ain't gonna grow no trees up here. I got blueberry seeds. So yeah, I guess what I'm gonna have to do is work on getting all of these seeds built up to the level that they need to be built up to. So I mean, it's a quick thing that I can do. So I've got 2 yucca seeds. So I'll plant them. Actually, yucca, do I need yucca? No, I don't. I really don't need yucca. And I'll tell you why. Blap. You can go, and we're living in the desert. I mean, there is yucca everywhere. So, I mean, I'm not really worried about yucca. Really, I'm not. So let's go ahead and put this everywhere. All right, the tater seeds, I'm not worried about those. I got a bunch of tater seeds upstairs. I've got blueberries, chrysanthemums. We've got cotton. Corn's up there waiting to be harvested. I have some goldenrod, but meh. Mushrooms, I got to grow those someplace quiet and dark. Yucca. You know what I'm missing? Aloe vera. I'm missing aloe vera seeds, I think. All right, grassy ground. No, I've got 1 aloe vera seed. All right, so yeah, that's a must. All right, let's get up here. Now, I could go out downstairs and kind of walk around and see if I could find some aloe vera. In fact, we may do that tomorrow just to build up to where we've got 54 aloe vera plants. I'll turn them all into seeds. And the reason you need aloe vera is because you can turn aloe vera into aloe vera cream. And with a little bit of cloth, just plain old cloth. In fact, it's over here. Here, I got shit tons of cloth. That and aloe vera cream make first aid bandages, and those things are amazing. All right, so let's just do this. We're going to drop this off here, and let's go back inside right quick. It's 8:30. We're getting close to that hour, and I'm going to drop off 54. There we go. So I can make 62 red teas. Now keep this in mind, folks. Anytime you make something that requires bottled water, any recipe, boiled eggs, blueberry pie, meat stew, cornbread, that kind of stuff, it consumes the bottle when you do it. So making sure that you have a good bit of sand to throw in your forge, which will give you glass, is a positive thing. You're going to need glass and you're going to need clay. All right, so let's see. Let's get this drop down here. And we're looking pretty good right now. All right, I'm just going to get right here and cop me a sit. And we're going to wait and see what happens. Now, I usually try to start off with the crossbow. And then if I need to, I'll use my sniper. If I need to, I'll use my AK. That's just in case we have like the cops or the ferals that come. Those two are the worst. And I'm getting me a nice little drink of tea right now. Mm. And in case any of you want my iced tea recipe, and I drink sweet tea, sweet iced tea, I make a very good iced tea. And I use a combination of two different teas, and that's what makes it so good. I've had tons of compliments on it. Anybody who's ever come over to my house and I pour them a glass of sweet tea, they're like, this is the best sweet tea I've ever had. So if you want my sweet tea recipe, drop it down in the comments. I'll tell you what I do. Real easy. Now, I use stevia instead of sugar because of my diabetes, which allows me to, go on ahead and enjoy some sweet tea. I thought it would taste a little off, but actually it doesn't. Stevia is actually pretty good. Okay, 9:30. We're getting there. And I'm just kind of watching and waiting. I'm not really looking around a whole lot right now, simply for the reason that, I've got my vape in my hand and I know what's coming, so I'm just kind of getting ready for it. So I started, when I spawned into game, initially, I had started in a desert biome. And, a desert biome, for all its drawbacks, is a good place to start simply because of the amount of food. All of those cacti out there will give you yucca fruit. Even the small cacti will give you yucca fruit. And then you've got yucca plants growing on top of that. Okay, this must not be the night. Because here it is, and the skies haven't gotten red yet. So maybe it's day 154? If it's day 154, we're good. All right, so we don't have to worry about it tonight. This is just going to be a regular night. So I think it's day 140, day 147, day 154. Yeah, my math was off. All right, so let's drop all of this stuff back in here. And I can take the time to do some gun work, some much needed gunsmithing. All right, get everything back out of the way. All right, so let's get everything scorched up. Now, I need to check and see something. How much does the 357 rounds, how much are they going to cost me? Okay, so for the 44 357, 44 Magnum, which I know. Okay, so it's going to cost me two a bullet casing, a bullet tip, and 2 gunpowder. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to come over here, and we are going to make some more. We're going to make some more 44 Magnum stuff. Let's go. We're going to go at least 50. So we're going to have it do the brass, and that'll go very quickly. And then we need 50 bullet tips. Let's get that done. And I like doing it. I mean, it's easier just to punch the number in for me. And we'll put that in the crafting thing. So, and while this is cooking, I've got brass, and lead that I can drop in there to help replenish a little bit. So let's do that. We're going to drop in the fishing weights. We're going to drop in the brass doorknob. And of course, I found that on a zombie, and he was carrying it in his prison wallet, so it's got kind of a stank to it. So don't stand too close to the forge. You might catch a whiff of that. It's not a good thing. And we've got a brass trophy here. Now, guys, keep this in mind. At night, running the forge is not the best idea, and the reason being is simply because of the fact that a heat bloom will draw a screamer. Alright, so gunpowder. Let's get these get these cooking. Okay, 357 rounds. We want to make as many as we can, which is 50. And we're going to have just enough gunpowder. Look, no, 150. We're good. All right, so craft away. All right, I've got 117 gunpowder there. And you know what? While we're at it, let's make some more gunpowder. I'm going to take about half of that, half of my nitrate powder and half of my coal. Now, when you make gunpowder on your person, I think it's 1 nitrate powder, 2 coal. But if you can find a chemistry set or learn how to build one, it makes a difference in terms of just 1 nitrate powder, 1 coal. If you're ever curious where to find one of these, if you have a wrench, go travel around, look in the different cities, and keep in mind this is a random gen map, so there are multiple cities on the map. If you find a, oh look, installed Destiny 2 version 3.59, no thank you. I stopped playing Destiny because what the CEO did to all of his people, he screwed them over royally. All of the good people were let go. Sorry, no, not playing Destiny. But, like I was saying, if you have a wrench and you go and you find a poppin' pills, usually in the back of a poppin' pills, you will find a chemistry station. So, now this is going to take a little bit of fire to do this. So, I do run the risk of a screamer coming in on me, but 757 gunpowder right there. Let's go drop off the excess coal. There we go. All right, so first things first, I have mucho pistolas, and I think I have pistola parts too. So pistol grip, pistol parts. Let's keep looking around. Do I have any more stuff for the La Pistola? No, I don't believe that I do. All right, we're good to go. So this is one of the cool things about the workbench. With the workbench, you have that combine function on it, and you can go, once you learn how to do the pistol thing, once you've learned that skill and found that book, you can begin to work on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull everything off of the pistol. The last one you can't pull off because disassembled, that's the last piece. So let's keep going here. Pistola. Assembly. And we're going to pull all of this good stuff off of it. And this. And then we can do that one more time. And then the pistol that I have been using, we're going to do the assemble on it. And all of the good stuff is going to come off. And I have a decent flashlight on there, so yeah, buddy. All right, so now let's get over here to the workbench, and we're going to combine things. So a 126 barrel and a a partial 393. That's going to give me a full 399. We're going to combine it with this partial 144. And end up with a 163, a full 163. That's yummy. All right, so now we're going to do the grips, and slowly but steadily we'll get through these. Oh shit, yeah. That's what it's all about right there. All right, and then a 485, we'll drop that over there. We don't have another flashlight. I really don't need one. Let's combine the pistol parts. Alright. Oh, that's a receiver. That doesn't belong there. Okay. Pistol parts. There we go. Okay, so 363. We'll combine it with that. We end up with a 435. And then with the 445, we end up with a 466. Happy. Alright, now we do the frames. There we go. Super. So all of those pistols have now been combined into one, and we can assemble them back to where they were. So we just click on each and every one of these things and complete it. All right, let me bring my machete back up here into the backpack. We're going to drop the pistol down here and reload this booger. And the nice thing about it is I ended up with, I think it was like, how many pistols? 15 rounds. Usually they're fully loaded, so I ended up with 30 more rounds of 9mm ammo, which is very cool. All right, so we're going to drop the pistol off, and we're going to drop off the XS9, and let's get a shuffle on the box. All right, good to go. So now let's work on this wonderful 44 Magnum, which is truly a fucking hand cannon. Alright. Yep. And that's an AK-47 barrel. So that's kind of like the next step. Alright, so let's get over here. We're going to do the same thing. Alright, so let's take our 44 Magnum. We're going to disassemble it. Grip, cylinder, Magnum parts, and then the frame is going to be standing by itself. Alright, onto the workbench, and let's start combining them. Get all of these frames combined. And you know what, I might as well grab these. Alright, here we go. One more frame. That will work. Super. Alright, we've got a couple of wheels. They say cylinder. I mean, folks who enjoy, you know, sport shooting like I do, they'll know that a lot of people refer to this as a wheel gun. Alright, so now we're going to combine the grips and end up with a nice grip, and we are going to combine our parts and hopefully end up with something halfway decent. A 267. I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. Alright, so now we just need to assemble this beauty. Wheel, hand grip, parts. And I don't have a flashlight for it. I'm not worried about it. And she's good at a 416. Alright, so let's load this beauty up. Thank you. Better to have it loaded and not need it than it not be loaded and you find yourself in a bind for it. Alright, so now we've got 58 rounds of 44 Magnum, which is good. So that means I'll be able to use my 44 Magnum on Zombie Rave Night. Alright, so let's get another shuffle. Alright, so I have 2 sniper rifles. That's our SMG parts. I've got 2 sniper barrels and 2 sniper stocks. So we'll disassemble everything and then we'll get it all put together. Alright, so let's get it all disassembled. Alright, let's see here. Assemble. Okay, we need stock, receiver, and parts. Alright. Same thing here. Let's take this one apart. Pull all of those pieces off. Thank you. And then I know I've got one more. I've got my own, which I'm going to bring up here, and we're going to disassemble it as well. Alright, here we go. Assemble. Alright, get everything taken off of here. Alright, good to go. Now we are good to start combining things. So let's start by combining the barrels. You know, they show this thing with a silencer on it, but it ain't silenced. It's loud like a motherfucker. Alright, 537. I'm liking that. I'm really liking that. Oh, hell yeah. 555. That's the good stuff right there, buddy. Alright. Now, let's start combining stocks. The goal here is to get everything on the weapon purple. Oh, shit. That was stupid. Alright, let's try this again. Give me that. Thank you. And then this is ready to set over here. Alright, now we're going to start combining receivers. Alright, one more receiver to combine. That's good to go. And then our parts. A 307. Duh. Don't drop them. They're fragile. Alright. And then we end up with a 512 receiver, 512 parts. So 2 out of 4 parts are now in the purple. That's a good thing. Alright, so let's get this sweet beauty reassembled. You, and then you, and then you. It's all fun. Alright, complete. We're going to drop her back down to where... Oh, hell, how did that happen? Look at that. So I got the one part that I've got to do something with. The only thing you've got to do is when you go to the assemble button, just take the part off that you need to work with, and you'll be good to go. Alright. And I can't tell you how much of this stuff, a lot of this stuff, I've just kind of walked by. And that's not a good thing, but what you gonna do? Alright, assemble. Let's just stick the rifle stock back on. Alright, everybody's happy. This comes back downstairs. And very good. She's reloaded. Alright, and I keep my sniper on me. I don't use it a lot for killing zombies. I mean, there's sometimes I plink at them when I shouldn't. But I use my sniper rifle primarily for food gathering, for killing deer, for killing pigs, for killing bear. Good thing to do. Good thing to do. Alright, let's check on our gunpowder here. Another 7 minutes. Alright, we should be good. My gunpowder is going to be cooking pretty much through the day, or into a portion of it. Alright, so now, one more shuffle. And let's see where we're at. Okay, I know that I've got an AK-47 barrel that I need to put on here. So let's go do that. And really the only thing that we need is the barrel. Alright, stock parts barrel. There we go. Alright, let's get on the workbench and do the combine function. There we go. We ended up with a 366 barrel. We're in the green, which is good. Off the bench, select the assault rifle. Let's assemble it. Let's drop the barrel back on. Complete it. Drop her back down into the bottom. And swap over. And she's ready to go. Alright, so we can drop her back in here now. Alright, and I think the last thing that we really have to do is some SMG work. So let's grab the SMG. We've got 2 barrels, parts, and a receiver. So let's see how pretty we can make this one. Alright, assemble. Let's pull the parts out. Got a good flashlight on her. Alright, so now let's get on the bench and start combining these things. Okay, a 383. Guaranteed that'll take me like 490 maybe. A 600, a perfect 600. Hell yeah. And of course we have the nice morning sound, which means it's safe to go out and make zombie tacos. Alright, 2 receivers, a 576. Alright, let's assemble this little jewel. Alright, so we're going to put our flashlight back on. We're going to drop our parts. We're going to drop our receiver. We're going to drop our stock. Complete it. And we're good to go. She's coming downstairs. Good to go. Alright, so let's drop this in here. All right. Now, I need you. I need you to come with me. The sad thing about it is I don't think there's a recipe for the machete. You actually have to find the machete or buy it from a trader. And so far I've only found one trader, which truly sucks ass. I would like to be able to find another trader. And trust me, folks, we have done some ranging. I mean, we found multiple towns. We've done a lot of exploring, a lot of roads, this, that, and the other. I mean, we've done some looking. We've done some looking, but no other trader, which is kind of, it sucks. But I mean, it is what it is. We found a few towns. Now there's still other places that we could explore. So like this little town right here, if you notice, we've got a road coming off the northeast corner of the town. Most likely there is a road coming off the southeast corner. So, I mean, we could go do that. But not today because we're entirely too close to the seventh day. Then there's the metropolitan city. I took you guys up there the other day when I did a stream. I think it was last Sunday, this past Sunday, and gave you a little bit of a taste of what it is. We just uncovered a corner, just a small block corner. I really need to go back and expose the whole place, but there is time for that. Found some great bodies of water here. Then we went up farther and we found this little place, and we kind of found that it kind of connects with a few other places that we found. I mean, there's still a good bit of the map to explore, but the trader is usually right off the beaten path. Speaking of trader, you know what? I got a metric shit ton here that needs to be sold. So, I'm going to go stick as much of this shit on the bike as I can. And then come back upstairs and hope that we'll have enough room to get the rest of it. And you're thinking, why are you selling your food? Man, I grow my own food. Okay, that hopefully should be enough. I grow my own food. And it's better than that shit in the can any day of the week. Alright, the rest? Perfect. Oh, damn, I've got two things I can't carry. Alright. No. We'll save these two items for the next trip. Alright, so we're off to the trader. We're going to go see old Bob. Now, be warned about Bob. Bob's a pillhead. How much gas do we have? 60? Ah, that's enough. Alright, let me go over here and open the door. And we'll get on the bike and we'll get out. Alright. Alright, let's get the door shut. Swap over to the club. And we've got a little bit of cleanup to do over here. Obviously, we'll probably take care of that once we get back home. But right now, I'm not overtly worried about it. Alright, so off to the trader to see if he has any wonderful stuff that we could use that we absolutely can't live without. So far, we'll see what happens. I really need to come back and raid that place. I mean, there is so much metal there that it's just, it hurts how much metal is in that place. Alright, so we're going to take the turn out of town here, and we just follow the road over the mountain over there, and we'll be at the trader. Little baby kid zombies leaving farging rocks and trash in the road. I don't get it. But yeah, living out here in the desert, man, I mean, that's why I'm in shorts. I mean, I could make armor, but I'd burn up in it. So it is kind of a drawback, but I mean, with all the food sources and everything that's here, man, why not? What I really need to do is go check out those caves. There's caves out there in them there hills. And I could, like, you know, get a shovel and or a pickaxe and kind of like dig myself a path down to the bottom. It's just time consuming to do, and I haven't really done it yet. Alright, so the traders should start rendering in about now. There it is. And this is one of the early game objectives, is make it to the trader. Alright, I'm going to get turned around here. Alright, so guys, be warned about Bob. Bob likes pills. I think it's because, you know, Bob's lonely. And he doesn't know how to deal with lonely. The hell did I just step in that went crunchy crunchy? Oh, that paper right there. But see, you can't pick it up. Here's what'll happen if you try. You get that sound. And that means within a certain area, you can't do anything where he's concerned. Now, you can check his mailbox. You can check his trash can. But everything else, you can't mess with. Alright, I'm liking that door. Alright, so let's get the headlight on. And I usually don't carry anything except the club in. Bob, he's a little weird. Now you got to watch his eyes. Sometimes Bob will stare at your crotch, and you know I kind of worry about Bob, but you know he's the only trader I've found. So, hey Bob, how you doing, buddy? You doing okay? Don't look at my crotch. See, he's got them shifty eyes. Look at me, Bob. You looked at my crotch, Bob. Bob.
Anything you like?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. All right, so we can sell him all the food. That'll be a nice little bit of cash in and of itself. And you want to sell these items one at a time because each sale is a bonus to your bartering skills. So you don't have to waste a ton of money on it. Alright, sell, 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 sell. Alright, he loves the schematics. Hey, military boots. I don't like the way they look on my feet. They look like goofy big shoes. Alright, see if he wants this flashlight. Hey, he does. Shotgun, shotgun stock. I don't use the shotguns because I use a blunderbuss. Rocket launcher. Got 11 cans of cat food here. I'm sure somebody will be happy to eat that. And some dog food. Got you some nerdy glasses and a sweatshirt. Alright.
Thank you, kind sir.
Oh, hang on. I got more, Bob. I gotta go out and get it. Give me a minute. Don't eat the cat food, Bob. I know you're weird like that. I need to go out here and get the rest of his stuff. Let me go over, grab it. And just run around the corner over here, back over here to the bike. And here we go. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't want to get on the bike. I want to interact with the bike. Thank you very much. Now, we can start unloading the rest of this stuff. He's probably not going to buy all these flashlights. So I got some pills for him. No, that's mine. Give me that. Alright, and then the flashlight. Alright, so let's run back over here and get this sold. Back around the corner. And of course, it's always a good idea to shut Bob's door when you go in, you know. Once you're inside, shut it. You don't want zombies coming in here and fucking with Bob. Bob's a nice guy. I don't want no zombies to get to him. Alright, hey Bob, I'm back. Bob, stop looking at my crotch.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
Yeah, I kind of figured you thought that. Okay, he doesn't want the first aid kits. He took the flashlight. He took that. I know he's going to take all these shotgun shells. There we go. Steel arrows. He don't want those. Alright. I know he wants these pills. Watch. Bob never turned down a frickin' pill. No, he doesn't want.
Doing business with you.
Hang on, Bob. We're not done yet. Oil used to make your repair kits. I have 250 stacks at home. So whenever I find oil, if I need to replenish one of those 50 stacks, I can do it. Excess comes to Bob. Bob? Bob? Hang on. Hold up. Bob, why aren't you buying the oil? Okay, cool. I'll keep it. You want the shotgun? Okay, evidently I
Your
wasn't.
money is welcome here.
Yeah, okay. Do you want these, Bob? No. Okay. You don't want the flashlight. So you took all the oil. Alright, sawed off. Took that. The tank top. I'll sell that. He likes football helmets. Alright, and then the flashlight. He doesn't want that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to line these flashlights up here. And I'll go home and combine them and turn them into one. And that's all good. Okay, so let's see what Bob has. Ammo and weapons. 7.62. I will take all of that. And I got to like swap hands so I can be in the Fist of Fury contest. I can change hands and gain a stroke. Okay, that was good to get. Alright, nails, sawed-off shotgun, don't need. Alright. Decor. I mean, I'm not seeing anything here that I have to have. No, nothing there. Clothing, probably just what I sold him. Alright, no, he's got some stuff. So he's got some better night vision goggles than I've got. Iron boots, nerdy glasses. Let's see what's on the second page. Red denim pants. No, nothing there. Okay, of course, we've read all of the books. What you got under food? All the stuff that I sold him. So somebody will come by and buy that and he'll be happy. Chemicals, reinforced steel upgrade. No. I mean, I could do it, but meh, I don't need it. Alright, tools and traps, gunpowder. Might as well buy all the gunpowder from him. Alright, and then we're going to look in his secret stash, and usually there's some decent stuff in here. Nice little small engine here. Okay, hunting rifle receiver. Nothing there so far. I'm hoping he's going to have some more ammo on the second page. Which he does. He has 34. Actually, more than that. We're going to buy all of his 9mm. And that's it. Now.
I thank you, kind sir.
Oh, you're welcome, Bob. You're welcome. There is a skill. When you look at trade, which is right here, scavenging and trading, there is secret stash and barter. So, yeah, a good thing. But there's one other thing that I need to continue to do, and that's put points in medicine, because medicine I have ignored, and that's a bad thing. Alright, so we're good to go here. We can go back to the house. Now, the one thing that I'm going to do, I need to go out and collect some yucca. I only have, or not yucca, aloe vera. I only have one aloe vera seed. So, see, there's an aloe vera plant right there. Let me see if I can grab it. Oh, yeah. So I need to grab at least 53 of these. And then I can convert it into aloe seed. What the hell is this? We got a purse on the ground here. Oh, baby. That's a jackpot. We'll leave that there and let it fill up again. Alright, so I'm looking for aloe vera plants. And we're over here by Bob, which is fine. So let's just kind of continue to look. There's another one. Oh, bird's nest. What we got here? Yes, indeed. Hang on. There we go. All right. We'll grab all that. And we'll conk the bird's nest. That way, it'll spawn someplace else. Thank you. I'll take that aloe. Do I see any more over there? Not yet, but we'll just kind of continue to look around over here. We're bound to find something more. There we go. There's another one. All right. Trying to keep my ears open for any zombie noises, growls, that kind of crap. And of course, we also have to keep an eye on the time. I see some white stone over here, which is always a good thing. This will give you iron and whatnot. And I mean, we could. How are we doing on aloe? I don't need those. Okay, we've got 13 aloe plants. All right, so we're going to swap it up just a little bit here. And we're going to take some of this home with us. Now, as far as raw materials, without actually doing any mining, in other words, digging down to find this stuff, these stones here on top of the ground are the best that you can get for A, stone, B, raw iron. You can also get some nitrate, some coal, and some scrap lead from these things. And once you get to a point to where you can use a steel pickaxe and you get your mining skills up, hang on a second, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I think it's under tools and traps. Here we go. So mining tools, 95 of 100. Miner 69er, I could put a few more things in there. Those will definitely help you out. So in the very beginning of the game, you're using a stone axe to hit this, and you're getting doodly squat. I can break each part of it, and it breaks into 3 pieces with 2 strokes of the hammer, or 2 strokes of the pickaxe. And that is a good thing. Alright, there's another aloe vera. I see another aloe over here. Come on, get out of my way. Little wood stump there. Whoops. There's a bird's nest. What do we got here? Oh, 18 feathers. Thank you. I'll take that. Alright, get rid of that. And we've got some more aloe. I see some more aloe over here on the hillside. It is 2:58, almost 3 o'clock. Alright, we'll just keep looking in this area. Oh, quit complaining. Alright, there we got some more aloe. See, like, you can get yucca fruit from this. That's food, edible. Doesn't do a whole lot for you, but it will keep you from dying. This, yucca plant. I mean, same thing. This is going to give you some yucca. This will give you yucca and plant fibers, as will this. So, I mean, there is a bonus to living in the desert. Alright, we've got some more white stone here. I'm going to go ahead and take this home with me. Alright, so far we've got 17 nitrate. So that's a good thing. I mean, that's not too bad. Did I see another rock over there? No, I was looking at that. What? I need this. Thank you. Alright, let's grab over here. I see 2 more yucca. Or 2 more aloe vera, not yucca. Okay, we got a little coal and some nitrate powder out of that. Alright, here we go. There's another one. There's another one. It's 342 right now. Alright. I think we kind of looked up over this way. There's some white stone over there. Let's go head that way. And there's some more aloe. Here's some more aloe. And we're going to nab these 2 white rocks here as well, since we're over here. And I see some trash up there. I need to go look at that. There may be something worthwhile over there. Let's go look. I'll take that brass candlestick. You damn right. And of course we want that to respawn someplace else, so we're gonna ploof it. That's what I call it when I take an axe to it. I ploofed it. And we've got some more white stone right here, so let's knock this out. I must really love you guys because I have some roasted beef, slow cook roast beef in the refrigerator with some good rice. Okay, an egg. I mean, might as well. At least we can, you know, get that going the right direction. Okay, looking. I mean, I see white stone over there, but I really don't want to get too far from the bike because of the time it is. Alright, so let's head this way. I just ran over another bird's nest. Now, I want you guys to listen to this, okay? Listen. Sounds like he stepped on wood, right? That's how you can tell that you know, found a bird's nest. That's an easy way. Alright. But, see this little scrub plant right here, like little sticks? Listen. Oh, it didn't do it. Hang on. Okay, it did it that time. Sometimes it'll do that to you. So whenever you hear that sound and bird's nest or something that you're going to need for arrows and all of that kind of stuff, always stop and check. See, I heard that sound again, but I ran over that thing right there. No bird's nest. I know, it's warm. Quit bitching. Alright, owl ran into a cactus. Little knee biter cactus. Alright, let's grab this. We're going to take this one home with us. And of course, these are good supplies to have any way you look at it. Alright, so I'm going to start heading back kind of towards the bike and everything. What is that? Give me that. I heard someone go, "Rah!" We'll take that. We'll take this. Oh shit, we got a roving band. Let's go make some zombie tacos. Well, hello. How are you? It's nice to meet you. Zombie taco? Oh, look, we got another one. Oh, senora, with the titas. Good night. Oh, one more. Good night. Oh, who else? Have we got some other people here? Of course we do. Come here, you have nice green boobs. Oh, I got slapped for telling her that she had nice green boobs. Alright, we got a mess of them coming up, so you got to be strategic about this. And, kablat, kabonk, ka-splat, ole, burrito, taco, cebolla, cilantro, and now we have zombie tacos. Look at all of it. Alright, and then of course we need to get the crawly girl. I bet them, it's such a waste to drag them titties across the ground like that. Quit! Okay, I feel better. Now, oh, that's my bed. Hang on. Okay, we got to go this way. I ain't even going to check them. Ooh. Time is 6:09. Alright, and here's another. Ooh, we got some trash here. What do we got? Nothing. Alright, this needs to be ploofed so it will respawn someplace else. Alright, I'm just heading back towards the bike at this point. Picking up some more aloe on the way over. Did I see a bird's nest? I thought I saw a bird's nest. No. Must have been hallucinating. Oh, another. Alright, so we're back over here by Bob's. And it's 6:30, so it is like time to get back to the house. We'll take this white rock with us as well. Yeah, it'll let us grab it. Oh, I'm overheating. Oh, I'm getting very hot. Alright, well, we know how to solve that. We just drink us a red tea. What is this? Garage decor? I don't want that. I certainly don't want those. Okay, we ended up with 35, 34. Here's 35. 36, 37. There's 38. Give me that. Thank you. 38. 39. Alright, and here is 40. 41. 42. Okay, we didn't do too bad on aloe vera. And we made a good run. Alright, I'm going to have to remember to fill the bike up with gas when I get back home, without a doubt. Alright, we did pretty good. I mean, we got a bunch of stuff sold. That's what we wanted to do. And we found some birds' nests. Feathers are always a positive thing. That's another thing I need to do. I need to go on another feather hunt. And the desert, I mean, although they're easier to see, it's not always the best place to look for feathers. Hitting a green area is probably your best bet. Okay, dang. 7:30. Ooh, don't want to hit those. Well, that was a fun little zombie romp there. Made some nice zombie tacos. Yeah, buddy. I love me some good tacos. And I ain't talking Taco Bell. I'm talking authentic Mexican street tacos. Those are the fargan best, man. They put Taco Bell to fucking shame. Now, don't get me wrong. I love me some Taco Bell, too. Anytime I want to, you know, I'm in the mood for a wet fart, yeah, Taco Bell. But authentic Mexican food puts this crap that we call Mexican food here in the United States to shame. I think most of what we see in a lot of the big Mexican restaurants is more like Tex-Mex, and it is very, very, very Americanized. Let's shut that off so we can see where we're going. All right, here we go. All right, let's get the door open. I need to get some repairs done on my door. I can see it right now. And I better do it this evening. Alright, let's hop off the bike. And let's get the door closed. And we're just gonna pull through real quick, kind of slow. Navigate around these frickin' support beams. I can't take those down as much as I would like to, simply because they support the roof. And as soon as I, would go about trying to clock those down and get them out of the way, the roof would collapse and I would be looking for another home. All right, now I know that I need some fuel, so I'm going to drop 1,425 fuel in here, and we are going to fill the vehicle up with gas right quick. Alright, and that cost us almost 1,000 units, which isn't bad. But as you can see, I'm really not hurting for benzene. Alright, so let's get the light turned off and let's head upstairs. Perfect. Alright, so we know we need to drop this and this back in here. The med kits will drop. The steel arrows, I'm probably just gonna we're gonna do this. Let's just do this. We'll drop them in there to be salvaged or schmelted. Alright, let's turn this off. We're wasting fuel. Give me that gunpowder. Alright, not too bad. We ended up with a good bit of gunpowder. 61 9mm rounds in addition to another pistol, which I'm happy about. Construction chest. Let's drop off the little bit of no, the aloe vera. No, that stays with me. I thought I was looking at frickin' about to say, I know it ain't getting red out there. I got my door closed. Yeah, I do. Alright, we're gonna do this right quick. Maybe if we improve the quality of it, he'll buy it. Alright, so back over here to the food chest, we need to drop off this egg and our 1 glass jar. Let's see, let's get over to the box here for the weaponry. We're going to be dropping off the feather, the nitrate powder, and the coal that we found, along with the flashlight that we just kind of built and improved. Alright, so over here in this box, I might as well drop this in. We're going to get this going, because that 52 stack of lead is going to take 52 seconds to knock out. Alright, and what I'm going to do right now is we're going to make 98 of these. And then I need some bullet tips. I'm going to need 100 of these. Come on, man. Get over there so I can select. Thank you. Okay. Done. And we'll put that up for next. Alright, now. The iron, the raw iron goes up here. And we'll just drop the small stone in there as well. Alright, am I good here? Am I good? Alright, so I've got 43 aloe vera. So I need another 7. I need 11 more aloe vera. Nice and quiet, which I'm thankful for. Okay, this will roll over to day 154, so we will have a horde this evening before I get off. I'll probably do the horde night and get the base repaired, get everything cleaned up, and that will be the end of the stream for today. Because I am getting rather peckish. I'm getting hungry. And that roast beef is calling my damn name. Alright, but what I want to do right now is I want to turn these into aloe vera seed. And we're going to do all of them. And I'm really kind of surprised that I didn't do that earlier. So I've got one aloe vera seed. We'll put it right here. So by the time we're done, okay, so 44 seeds. So 6 plus 4, we need another 10 aloe vera plants, and we'll be good to go on aloe vera. I also try to keep cotton seeds because you can grow cotton and make cloth. All right, let's see how we're doing here. All right, we're good. Okay, I need to go over to the gun chest because I know I have 2 bullet casings here. Thank you. This is good to go. All right, so now I need gunpowder. And we're going to make some 7.62 rounds. Ooh. All right, that's good. And we're left with a good bit of gunpowder there. So we'll drop this gunpowder back in there. We're not hurting for gunpowder right now by any means. We've still got, we can make another 820 gunpowder if we need it. But nitrate is one of those things that tends to be hard to come by. So in some areas you will see deposits on the ground. Like in some of the green areas, some of the green biomes, and by green I am saying any place like this that's green in color on the map. You know, let's scoot down. See, like all of this area right here, all that green. Sometimes you'll go there and you'll find a node on the ground that's either coal or nitrate. From everything that I have had, you know, learned about the game, understand about the game, if you dug down there and created kind of like a little mine, you would find those items there. Here in the desert, you're going to find a lot of oil shale. But there's caves here as well, and those caves have stalactites and stalagmites. You can hit those with a pickaxe, and that is also nitrate. So another good source of nitrate powder. My primary source of nitrate powder as of late has been whitestone. So I will range for whitestone. There's times that I'll take 2 or 3 pickaxes, steel pickaxes, top quality, or at least it's the highest quality that I can make, and I will go out ranging, and that's all I will do is grab whitestone. I'll look for like a little place, a little off-road POI, because when you look at the map, we're going to go do the map thing again, and we're gonna take one of these roads up. Okay, like right here. Okay, perfect example. So you see there's a little road that leads off here. You see that there's a little road that leads off here. Both of those lead to POIs. Now this one right here, if you notice, I've got a little campsite on it. But look at these red areas here. That's clay. And then the white dots that you see on that clay is whitestone. The big black blobs like that are just large stone. And you can get stuff from that, but not as, you don't get as rich a pull from that as you would from the whitestone. So I mean, there's still areas that I could explore. So for example, I could, after the zombie horde, let's say I wanted to go out and gather whitestone, I could come over here, take this road up, find out what kind of POI it leads to, okay, and then fortify it a little bit. Put, board up the windows so the zombies can't see in. Put a scrap metal door on the place. And if it is in such a way that I can build an elevated platform inside to protect myself from zombies if they should get in, I can sit there for a couple of days with red tea and cornbread to feed myself, and then do nothing but gather whitestone all the way around that place. and look for nose, look for bird's nest, all those, the basic stuff that you really need. Oh, me. So, quiet evening. Very thankful for that. Do I still have the GUIs downstairs, or did they disappear? I think they disappeared. They dissolved. It's all good. Squat down. Yeah, they dissolved. We didn't get them in time. It's okay. I ain't worrying about it. Got my little porch light under here, which I think is very cool. We've gone into the jail and done a little bit of, work in there. Not a whole lot. But I've seen people fortify jails and use those as a base. The problem is, though, you end up having to use a lot of concrete. Those brick walls are maybe 1500 durability, and rebar reinforced concrete is like $6,000. So as long as you can get it to where it's like 2, maybe 3 high, you can leave the rest of it there. The problem, though, is that you've got to put bars like these all the way around the damn place to keep the frickin' spider monkeys from crawling in and causing you problems. It's a pain. But, if you want to fortify a place like that, you're more than welcome to. And the cool thing about it is you've got a lot of room on the inside to create your own farming, area and all of that. There's lots of different places in the game that you can actually turn into a base. Now, do I recommend anyone taking like a house like that and turning it into a base? Oh, fuck no. Trust me, the zombies will eat your gooch. And zombies are gooch connoisseurs. And of course you're saying, what the fuck is gooch, Storm? Everybody who's been watching my stream knows what gooch is. A lot of you folks call it taint. That's that meat between your private and your booty hole. That's gooch. I call it that because it amuses me to do so. Anyway, zombies are gooch connoisseurs. On a horde night, they can smell your gooch. No matter how well you've washed it, I don't care if you've used Irish Spring or Dove or whatever kind of, body soap, Old Spice, Nivea. It don't make no difference. They can smell gooch through all that perfume, and they will come looking for you. And in a wooden house like that, they will tear into you in no time. Quite literally no time. You'll end up doing way more repairs there than living on a POI like you would here. Now, straight over there, of course it's not rendered in, is one of those rare artifacts in game that is very, very good to find. But it requires that you have built up your skills to be able to truly exploit it. So every once in a while in the game, you will find a house. More often than not, it looks like a beat up old haunted cabin kind of thing. The dead trees in front. Usually they got the little spiky fence out in front, like something weird like that. And in the backyard, there's a well. And when you go and you look at the well, there's a door on top of it, little trap door. You open the trap door, you look down, and you see ladder going down, but there's also spike traps at the very bottom of them, so you got to be careful. Once you're in there, there is a large vault door that you have to go through, and there is an absolutely amazing underground place that you can live. Now, here's the kick with it. Do not build a forge underground. Zombies will dig to get to you. There's also another wild POI kind of artifact that you'll find. And it looks like a simple kind of a garage, almost like this. Just a regular simple door on the front of it, nothing up and down, just looks like a little shack like this. And then in the backyard, you're going to find a big scrap metal fence area that's kind of cordoned off. When you go into that place, it looks, like a regular garage, but there in the center of it, there's going to be some scrap metal plates laying on the floor. If you take out those scrap metal plates, guess what? There's a stairway leading down that you can take, and there's another underground kind of a compound there that you can also use. But the thing about it, to really make that place effective, you have to be able to build a fence around the area. You have to be able to block it off. And to do that, you need concrete. You need to be able to use concrete and rebar. Now, I could build a place like that here in town, something completely different. And I may end up doing that before I bring, this series to an end and start something new. Or we may save it and do it on another series where I'm doing my best to see how long I can survive and whatnot like this. Now, I hadn't played this game in a while and then got back into it because I had a lot more time left over when I stopped playing Destiny. I used to be a very Destiny-centric gamer, Destiny 2 specifically. But when all of the crap started going down with Bungie, it left me with a really, really bad taste in my mouth. They got rid of some of the best people that made D2 what it was, in a round of layoffs which just didn't make sense. Then they go through another set of layoffs and come to find out the CEO has been stocking his garage with classic cars. You mean to tell me that your garage full of classic cars means more to you than a game that thousands of people have bought and are playing? And then turn around and lay off more people? Hell, there was one girl that worked there. She said he asked her over to his place and showed her the garage full of cars. Personally, I think he was trying to, get him a little on the side, and then turns around and lays her off the next fucking day. She probably told him no. Unfucking real. And D2, it just, don't get me wrong, the graphics are still good, but there's some principle I gotta have where all of this is concerned. That's one of the reasons why this whole thing with the fun pimps really torques my cookies. Now, trust me when I tell you, I ain't losing any sleep over it. But it is a little bit of a sore spot with me. Telltale Publishing were the folks who originally brought 7 Days to Die to console, okay? And they had bought from the Fun Pimps, from what I understand, they bought the rights to actually port this to console. Telltale Publishing decides they're going to try to start making games. And every game that they made, I don't remember how many it was, I know it was at least 2, both of them were no better than hammered dog shit in a shoebox. Well, nobody wanted to play them. Here they are, having spent all of this money to put these games together, that everybody basically looked at and said, you suck, don't make games. Well, all of a sudden, all their money's gone. They go belly up, and who's doing it for, who's porting the stuff over to the console? Rumors were that some unnamed individual bought the rights. This is what I got from a couple of the insiders that I knew back at that time. That someone, no names were mentioned, someone bought the rights from Telltale Publishing for a song and a dance and kept hold of them. So Fun Pimps didn't have the right to port their own frickin' game to consoles. And then whoever this someone was eventually flipped it, and probably flipped it for a nice chunk of change. Fun Pimps get the rights back. And again, this is all hearsay, okay? I could be 100% wrong on this, so don't quote me on this. Don't say, oh, he's speaking gospel truth, because I don't know that it's gospel truth. All right. I need 10 more. I need 10 more aloe. Okay, so on with the story. Let's get the light on here. Oh shit, before I do this, I completely forgot. Give me my hammer. Thank you very much. Turn the light off and get over here to the construction box. I need this and this. Alright, we've got to go down and repair that door, because they'll get in here and it will not be pretty. Alright, machete goes up. Bring the hammer down. Swap over to the hammer. I don't have enough door. I don't have enough to do it. Shit. Did I use it all? 31? Hold up. Okay. Something's not quite right about that. It's saying that I don't have enough forged iron. Alright, so guess what? We gonna make some forged iron right quick. That door has to be repaired. Let's make another 100 forged iron. And that's gonna take about 4 minutes to make, but that's fine. We can wait for it. But anyway, like I was saying, don't quote me. This is just stories that I got from other people who were supposedly, quote unquote, insiders and knew the thing, and were telling me what they could tell me. Okay? So, Fun Pimps buys back the console rights. And then Fun Pimps said, we're not going to port, and it's a, PC game. And I'm not going to bitch. I'm not going to moan. I used to be a PC gamer. When I could, when I was working at a job where I was making six figures a year, I could afford to drop 3, 4, 5 grand on a custom build for myself. And I would build my own gaming PCs. I enjoyed doing it. I would build them for my friends for free. All they'd have to do is, hey, how much do you want to spend? And I would, get things within their budget. But the Fun Pimp said, okay, now that we have the rights back, we're not going to port this over to console until the game goes gold. Well, it was one beta update after another for ages and ages and ages. And I guess they finally decided when the PS5 came out that they were going to port it over to console again. So they ported the game over to the next gen consoles, but completely screwed those of us who still own and play PS4s. I mean, right now, for me to go and buy a PS5, I'd really have to update my home entertainment system. One, I'd have to buy the PS5. That's $500 right there. In addition to 2 controllers and a charger, because I always keep 2 controllers. One always stays on the charger. Next, I'd have to buy a new AV amp / decoder, because all of the HDMI codecs have changed. So to be able to put what the PS5 can do through my AV system and then to my TV, I'd need to upgrade the decoder. Well, that's going to be another $500 to $800. And then to really be able to enjoy what the PS5 can do, I'd need at least a 4K TV with 120 hertz refresh rate. So that's another $2,000 right there. So I'm looking at probably anywhere between $2,800 and $3,500 to be able to enjoy the PS5 the way that it was meant to be enjoyed. I'm not going to do that just because of one fucking game. I'm sorry, I can't afford to do that. At 61, I'm thinking about retirement. I've only got 6 more years before I can retire. Why the hell would I want to be spending money like that? So, yeah. So I am a little, to be very honest with you, a little ticked off with the Fun Pimps about the fact that they said fuck the PS4 users. And then to top it off, they had the fucking nerve to take the old version out of the PS5 or PlayStation Store. You can't pick it up for PS4 anymore. You can't pick it up. So it's a damn pity. It's a damn pity. All right, let's go. Let's hop out here and go check and see on our. All right, that's enough. If that ain't enough to repair the damn thing, I don't know what is. There we go. Now it's fully repaired. That was 60. This door, these fucking doors are way too expensive. Way too expensive. All right, let's see here. How many more do we have to make? That's it. It's done. All right, I can turn that off. I really need to go dig up some clay and get some more clay in there. I don't think that I have any more clay. Okay, not there. What are you doing? In the construction box. Thank you. Bloop, bloop. And then we can bring this back down, put the claw hammer back up here, and we will go drop the hammer off in the repairs box here. Oh, have a brain fart, please. Would you like to have a brain fart for me? And of course, I just had one and dumped everything in there. Duh. All right, now I need to. Yeah, that'll work. Take about half of those out. We'll throw them into the box here. All right, so I need 11 more, or 10 more aloe vera. So we'll go out and do some looking around the house here. During the day, I don't much have a problem leaving this open. Come on, get down the hole, son. Put some hair around it. You'll be all right. There we go. All right. Man, I'm glad I got that door repaired. Cool, that would have been bad. All right, so we're looking for aloe vera. So something tells me I'm... Oops. There's one. Just need 9 more. I've got a feeling that I'm going to end up having to step out of town and over on the other side of the road over here, maybe not, to find the aloe. There's one. So that's, I think that's 3. Yeah, so we need 7 more. So we're on the look for 7 more, on the hunt for 7 more aloe. Here, aloe, 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 aloe. Nice, aloe, 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 aloe. The fuck are you? Jeez, man. That's wood. Ah! Give me that. And give me that. We need 5 more. And I think we'll find them pretty quickly. There's 4 more. Ah. 3 more. 2 more. That sounds like a dog. A dog stuck on a cactus, which I hate fucking dogs. Yep. What'd I tell you? He's over there running around. Fuck that dog. Oh shit, there's another one. I heard a third one. Where is that fucker at? I saw him run down there. I killed his partners. Where is that motherfucker? Fuck that dog. I hate them bastards. With a passion. Now don't get me wrong, I love dogs in real life. Dogs are cool. Me, I'm more of a cat person, but thought I heard another one up here on the hill. But we have a supply box here that we haven't picked up. Cool, look at all the plans and pills. That's good sellables. Where is that son of a bitch? I heard another one back off this direction. I don't know why we've got the roaming dogs today. But I tell you what, I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. Get over to a club here. Yeah, fuck it. I'm out of here. I got what I needed. You mean I haven't been in this house yet? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Let me guess, I went in the back door? Yeah, I went in the back door. Now this place has a basement. Which means I'll take the cloth. I can sell those. Oh, hell yes, I'll take both of those. Toilet's empty. Murky water. Oh, cool. There's something I can upgrade my overcoat with. Very good. Yeah, I like leaving the boxes and stuff here because of the fact that these items will, over a period of time, they will, you know what? Freaking coffee beans. I'm just going to get rid of them. Has this toilet got anything in it? Ooh. Murky water. Damn it. I was hoping there was a dookie in it. I'm trying to make fertilizer. Alright, so not a whole lot up here. Nothing there. I mean, I could take that apart for parts, but I just really don't even feel like messing with it right now. Alright, so let's get back over here. Alright. I mean, it's scrap metal. What is that? More coffee beans? There's another sellable. Some lead and some scrap iron. What's up here? Yeah. Okay, now. It looks like I've been in here. And the reason I say that is because... Ooh, thank you. I'll take that. What we got in here? Oh, let's look at the suitcase. Food. All right. They've got the. That's why I didn't do it, because I didn't want to destroy that stuff. All right, cool. Not a problem. All right, I'm gonna head back over to the house right now because we got those fucking dogs out there. And if you're not careful, dogs will screw you up very quickly. They do a tremendous amount of damage. All right, and look, always notice I don't have a bottom ladder there. On these POIs, you always want to make it a jump ladder. There we go. Let's bring that closed. All right, so now I'm going to turn these into seeds. All right, very cool. And these get dropped off. So now I have 54 aloe vera seeds. Very cool. All right. So, all right, let me get inside and get some of this stuff dropped off because it is horde night tonight. All right. So, the pills, both of those, the pants, the cowboy hat, that, and that can be sold. All right. So, since I finally found another leather duster of the same exact type that I have, I now have a 324 leather duster, which I am quite happy about. All right, we've got brass, lead, jar to drop off. Hang on, I got a ding. One of my partners. Okay, I had somebody send me a comment. I'll have to check on that once I end the stream. All right, so let's drop this grain alcohol off. I've got more than enough short iron pipes, so I'm gonna drop that in there to be scrapped. I think I've got 2 grain alcohol, or is that murky? No, it's bottled murky. All right. And what I can do right quick, I mean, might as well. Let's get this thing knocked out. Bottled water. We'll cook that up right quick, and it's done. So now we can turn it off. Oh shit! There's still stuff in there cooking. What the fuck? I didn't even know that. All right. Well, we can go and drop this off. We can drop this off. And we can drop this off. I ought to build freaking safes, you know, just proper, the big safes, like the gun safes, and just line them up along the wall to keep stuff in them. I think they will actually hold more than this. Maybe a little less. I don't know. All right. Let's see if all this is done yet. Yeah, it is. Turn off. Give me that. All right, so let's go drop this off in the food chest. And then shuffle. Very good. All right, we're well on the way here. You know what? I need to get the rest of this crap out of here. And I'm going to drop that in here to be sold the next time I go see the trader. That'll be a little bit of cash. All right, so time's now 3:25. Very, very cool. The evening looks like it's going to go pretty well. So now I'm going to go on ahead and get stocked up for the evening. All right. So we want our 357 Magnum and the ammo. I want about half of my 7.62. All right, I know you're hungry. We need to eat. I'm going to grab my SMG and this stack of ammo, and then my AK-47. Cool. All right, so Magnum first, then the AK, then the SMG, and we'll move this to here. And it's time to eat some corny bread. Cornbread good eating. I love me some cornbread. And cornbread's another cool thing in the game that you can eat once you can grow your own corn. I think it's like one cornmeal and one bottle of water. But it's 6.9% fullness and 0.4 wellness. So I mean, you'll eventually, after eating enough cornbread, you'll eventually get that point. See, there it is, stamina and health increase. And I've got tons of corn in the box here, 141. Plus I've got another full harvest of corn upstairs. Not to mention potatoes. I mean, I could make a shit ton of meat stew. But I only make it as I need it. Okay, so we're 100% there. There we go. We got another point. All right. And we're going to knock out some tea as well. Very good. All right, let's drop these empty jars in here. Very cool. And we know what's coming. Ain't no doubt in the mind. $4:42 in the afternoon. No roving bands. Those dogs over there worried me, though. Frickin' I hate the dogs in this game. That's why the name of this fucking series is called No Fucking Dogs. The dogs are the worst. Once you have the spiked club like this, though, I mean, if they come up on you, you smash them once in the head, it'll kill them real quick. Plus, it also does help to have, if you go to your weapons skill, blunt weapons and pummel Pete. I need to go on ahead and bring these two back up, or bring them up higher. Breaking and entering. What is this? But mostly breaking. Get better at smashing doors or walls with clubs or a sledgehammer. See, I don't even use the sledgehammer in game. And then your weaponsmithing, I probably need to go on ahead and try to max that out. At least get that to 100. That's 1 point at a time. And every weapon that you make, the weaponsmithing goes up. So.
Are you hungry?
Very.
You want stew from last night?
You dang right. That's what I had planned.
I'm not gonna eat, so
Why not? You full?
I'm hungry.
Okay.
I don't eat 3 meals a day.
Well, if you'll just kind of set it out, I'll get after it here in a bit. That was my sweet roommate. I am very lucky to have a wonderful roommate. But we've known each other for many, many years. And I remember a time when this was when my engraving business kind of failed. And I was really worried about what I was going to do. And I was in tears in my kitchen. She was in there with me, and she hugged me, and she told me, "I'm not going to let you fall." And that really made a very deep and lasting impression on me. So when she ended up in a bind for a place to live, I looked at her and told her, I'm not going to let you fall. And I had a spare. I mean, my place is like 3 bedrooms. It's a little, it's not major, massive home, 1,300 square feet, a little under 1,300 square feet. But I have 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms actually, a master bedroom and then 2 smaller bedrooms. Well, one is my office, but the spare bedroom was kind of like a music room, and I got all my stuff out of there and got her moved in, and she's been here ever since. I don't charge her a penny for rent. I refuse to. She takes too good of a care of me. You know what I could do? Let me see something here. Much as I hate to break out the dookies. Okay, let's take a look here. Fertilizer. Dirt fragment, nitrate powder, and a poopy. Okay, let's go grab my dirt fragments. Dirt fragments.
Are you gonna need more rice?
I'll probably end up cooking some more. And then I need to get my nitrate. I'm wondering how much this is going to use. I mean, I'm not hurting for gunpowder, but I don't want to put myself in a bind for nitrate. Alright, as many as we can make. It still left me. I've still got 560 nitrate. That's not bad. Plus, I really need to go explore those caves. Alright, let's do a shuffle. Good to go. $18.55, $6.55, almost 7 o'clock. Everything's still nice and quiet out here. Hang on a second here. I need to see this. 4:46, so we're about halfway done. I have a feeling after this evening, that after this evening, I'm going to end up having to combine a crossbow that's already built with this one to be okay. And then I'll end up having to build another crossbow. So normally this is the corner where I hang out on. And as you can see, if you look down, there is a lot of concrete that I've replaced, wall that I've replaced. And that's because I tend to sit right here, and on a horde night, they're going to come to where you are. So they come directly below me. The only time I really have to move and deal with it, and of course I stay squatted like this, is when I get, one of the jerks over there beating on my back door. So, oh, now if I remember correctly, or at least I think I remember correctly, let me check something here. Okay, there's nothing there. Look at that. That's 100 forged iron. Damn. Oh, hell. I need to grab this out of here. And go put this over here. There we go. Alright, now hang on. I've got dirt fragments I need to drop off right quick. So let's go drop those off. Very cool. Alright, so now it's just a matter, how far out there is that one? I see a drop. Okay, that's not too far. Now, you see that red down there? That's the edge of the map. So I'm back down on the very bottom edge of the map. I'd say the bottom southeast corner of the map. All of that is radiation zone. If you go in there, you die very quickly. Even with the hazmat suit that is in game, you go out there, you die fast. And as far as I know, there's nothing out there. It's wasteland. There's nothing to be found out there. I have tried several times in the past, you know, getting the full hazmat suit and going out there, but you end up burning through health kits just like one right after the other trying to stay alive. Alright, it's 8:45. We're getting on there. We're getting on to that time. We are getting on to that time. Now, one of the things that you have to be careful with, and I'll tell you this right now, with these iron bars, okay? Later stages of the game, you get the cop zombies, the police zombies that come in, and they look like big old fat lumbering blobs, but they will puke at you. And I mean, we're talking serious Olympic style projectile vomiting. And it's acidic. It will do damage to you. Having these bars around the edge of this place and being at this elevation means that their puke actually hits the bars. So that's one of the things that you have to be careful about and repair after a horde night, and it's going to cost you forged iron. If you ignore it and you don't, you'll be sitting up here one time on a horde night. Here'll come a cop, he'll puke. The iron bars underneath of you will give way and you will be on the ground scrambling to stay alive. Trust me, it is not a pretty thing. Also, be careful not to fall off of them. I did that in one of my streams and ended up getting smoked. I got like compound beaten. Yep, here it is. Red skies. It is that time. Alright, let me squat down here. Get the light on. We're going to swap over to the crossbow right quick because that's usually what I start off with. And as they begin to show up, that's when I begin to break out some of the other weapons. Alright. We are counting down to the Zombinator Zombie Taco Fest. We're going to make lots of tacos tonight, people. So get ready with the salsa verde, because it is time to make zombie tacos. And they're good, usually. I mean, you know, all depends on how you cook them. Carne asada, zombie style. All right, 2, 1. All hell breaks loose. So as you can see, I am hunted. Where are they coming in from? Please come in from this side. Look, 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 look. There's a dog already. Oh, there's a dead dog. Okay. So usually what I try to do is I'll wait until they cluster up. And once they do, I start dropping arrows into heads. Damn it, somebody's already over there on the frickin' door. Oh, there's a cop. I heard him. Oh, he's down there. Let me see if I can put one in the top of his head. Okay, that's good. Now we need to scoot up a little bit because I don't want that cop's body to disappear. Okay, she ain't dead. Now she is. He ain't dead. Now he is. Okay, they moved up. Cool, cool. Let's wait until they cluster up again. There we go. She's toast. He's toast. There's another toasty. Yeah, the cop puked at me. We got one doing the dandy dance down there. Okay, there's the cop. Let's just break out the 44. Rude. Rude. Alright, cool beans. I've got dogs on the door. Not anymore. Alright, let's move back up here. So what I try to do is I try to move in such a way that I can get the maximum amount of bodies down there without losing bodies. Alright. Oh, dog, look at the Poochie Baba. Poochie Baba's down. Damn it. Oh, come on. There we go. He's down. Okay, that dude has got to die. Alright, so let me move back up here. And I have to keep a close ear, an ear open to make sure that I take the people who are attacking my door down quickly. Damn it! Again! I mean, just wasted a clip, but, you know, fun, right? Alright, let's get back to the crossbow. Die. Die. Alright, you need to die. You need to die. You need to die. You need to die. Another Poochie Baba. Die. Alright, let's move up a little bit and see if we can't draw them with us. Damn it, I lost a body. Okay, good. The crawly's down. Damn the dogs. Okay, I'm going to move up a little bit more. Trying to create space for all the bodies. I don't think he's dead. He is now. No, he ain't. Alright, there we go, guys. Alright, let's break out the AK. Okay, I hear somebody back over here. I knew it. Get off my door. Okay, we've got a feral down there now. And now we've got a spider monkey. I need to get that feral down. Alright, we're going to swap back over to the crossbow. Is that asshole on my door again? Yeah, we've got a couple of spider monkeys over there on the other side of the house. And another feral. And we lost his body. Alright, I've got to move back some. Got to draw them back. Screw that dog. Got another feral. He's done. Alright, back to the crossbow. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're making some serious tacos tonight, guys. Okay, I gotta find out where these little bastards are because I can hear them and it bothers me. There they are. And now I've got assholes on the door. Good God, look at them all. Get off my damn door. Oh, you shit. I'm gonna have to wait until he lines up just right. Really? One to the head. Yeah, I'm taking some damage tonight, guys. Shit. Okay, there's one. Pull him back this way a little bit. Damn it. And again. Mister. Come on, fingers. That was a wall shot. There we go. She's down. That door is taking some damage. And it's 4:16 right now. Okay, let's see if we can get Gomer Powell here to follow us. Doesn't look like he's going to. Get off the corner. Oh, I don't believe that. I hear the little shit, but I don't see him. There he is. Whoa. I gotta try to get him, draw him back over here. Okay, that was just a wasted shot. Sit down, fat man. Where is the little bastard? There he is. Let's get Mommy first. And they're back on the damn door again. Come on, man, reload. Alright, that's the sound I've been waiting for. Alright, screw this. We're going downstairs. Hi guys, come see me. Get off my door. Come on, let's go. I ain't got all day. I ain't got all day. Come see me. Come on, Fred. We got tacos to make. Let me tenderize that head of yours. And you. Oh, Mommy dearest, now you want to come play? Take that arm off. Here, have one to the head. There we go. You feel better? We got any more assholes back there? Yeah, we got another one. Where you at, Froderick? Shit hurts, doesn't it? Alright. We've got a good few bodies that we need to work on. But boy, they fucked my door up. Oh, did you get caught? That's what I thought. Alright. So now we need to go upstairs and we need to drop off the weaponry. Alright. So, hang on. Another thing over here I need to do. Oh, ghoul, that's going to take forever. Look at that. That takes a while to cook. Okay, so, weapons. First things first. Alright, so the Magnum, the AK, and the SMG, I think I'm going to keep that on me for a little bit. So let's drop off those two pieces of finery. The SMG is going to go here. I'm going to bring my machete down. And the bad thing about it is the machete needs repairs. So what we're going to do is let's grab our repair kits. And we're going to you can't use a repair kit on a machete. Would you believe that fargan shit? That's not fair. Alright, let's do it. It's going to drop it below 400. Turn it into 395. Yeah, well, shit. Ain't a whole lot I can do about it. Grin and bear it. Alright, this goes back in there. This goes over here. I can bring the pickaxe down. No, not in there. I need it down here. Thank you. Alright, so now it's time to go out and start harvesting bodies. Alright, what you got? Nothing. What about you? You damn right. That was one of those cops. Oh, baby. What'd you bring me? I'll take it. Alright, what about you? pills for Bob. Bob will appreciate you. I'll let him know. Oh, man. What do you got? Come on. You broken glass? I mean, I'll stick it in the frickin' forge. What the hell? Nothing. Alright, what about you? I'll take it. I think that was a black t-shirt. Oh yeah. Alright, and we got a few up here. Football helmet. Good sellable. Alright, then we got a few more up here. Got another shirt. Good sellable. That's probably just going to end up being paper. Let me get in and get that taken care of right now. It's a challenge, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to get rid of it and turn it into paper. Alright, we've got a couple of these little jackasses up here. Gunpowder, hell yeah, we'll take that. Alright, we're getting to a point here where we're going to have to think about going back upstairs to drop everything off. Moldy bread, I will take that because I can make antibiotics with it. Alright, and what do we have? Oh shit, I can't take him yet. I can do this. Alright. Well, them things are sticky when you step in them and just nasty. Alright, upstairs. And we got to drop everything off. So let's flip the light off. And we're going to start here in the sellables. Okay. We can sell the white shorts for sure. All of that. Black t-shirt. I need that. Okay. This, that goes, that goes. Alrighty then. Alright, so now we can get down here. I can drop off the bottled water. And that looks like all I can drop off there. Okay, in here, I can drop off the two 9mm pistols along with the paper and the gunpowder. Very good. Over to the next box. The duct tape goes in here along with animal fat and bones. Animal fat you can make tallow with, and the bones you can cook down to make glue. That murky water. Alright. So, I have 2 cans here. These are going to go inside for scrap. Okay. And, hang on. We need to drop off the moldy bread. We need to come back over here. And we're going to drop this glass pane off so that we can do that. And then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look on my character. I'm going to grab my black t-shirt, which is a 407. We're going over here, and we're going to combine this partial 407 and 600. So now I've got a partial 600T. Let's go on ahead and put that back on. Alright, so back downstairs we go. I don't know why every time after a zombie rave, it's like foggy as fuck. Alright, so let's step out here. We're going to drop the dookie meat and the sandwiches. Let's bring the 9mm over there. Alright, so we're back to harvesting bodies. Hey, a sledgehammer schematic. That's a good sellable. Candy tin. You can use those to make landmines, which are terribly fun. Piercings. We ain't going to be doing anything except sticking those up. There's another cop. Nothing. Alright, what do we got here? Nothing. What about you? Some golden rod seeds. We'll take them. And you ain't got anything. What about you? Nothing. You. 2 sandwiches. That must have been a fat man. Sandwich and some food. Another candy tin. Very good. Iron arrowhead. We can use that later on. Bottle of water and some dookie sandwiches. Ooh, yes indeed. Sellable and, it must have been a cop. Alright, so I think now we have cleaned up the entire mess. Hang on, we got one right here. What'd you bring? Honey. You can't find antibiotics. Honey will cure you from the dribbling shitses. Man, they fucked my door up again. Alright. Let's go drop all this stuff off, and then we've got to come back downstairs and do repairs. Turn the light off. Alright, back over here to the first box. Okay, what are we going to drop off? We're going to drop off the sledgehammer schematic, the food, the boots. Very good so far. Okay, then into this box, we're going to drop off the sniper rifle parts, 44 Magnum parts, all that good stuff. Very good. And, of course, the iron arrowhead. Let's drop it off. That's 3 less that we'll have to make. Alright, so in here, what do I have? Anything to drop in there? I don't believe so. But we do want to drop off our honey. Hang on. I need to drop off the large bones and animal fat. We got a bottle of water. 2 bottles of water, actually. Very cool. Alright, and then back over here, we're going to drop off the candy cans, the facial piercings, and that crap. Then we need to go outside and drop off these goldenrod and you can't even see them, it's so fargin' foggy. Alright, so now we've got to do a little change up here. Alright, so, well, let me hop up here on the wall, first of all. And we need to get rid of the dookie meat and the dookie sandwiches. Alright, we're good to go. Now, we've got to do some rearranging here. That comes up, that comes up. We're pulling this over here. Then we are going to grab this, and 1700 concrete, as well as I'm going to have to get over here and grab all of this. Probably going to be having to get another one of these done. Get that cooking. And then back downstairs. Now, the hammer goes down, then that. Alright, perfect. Alright, now first thing, I remember, let's get the light on, somebody dug a freaking hole right here. So we're going to fill it up. There we go. I really don't need that. Alright, so I need to start looking along the front here. The reason being is because I had a couple of those crawly little bastards. There it is. That right there has to be replaced. Might as well. That's a spider monkey did all that damage. Alright, so we're going to continue to look. And we're looking to see if we see any more like major damage. Got a little bit right there, but nothing to worry about. Oh. Well, you know what? We're here. Might as well. Alright. There we go. Drop that in. Zap. Might as well get this one too. Because I'll eventually end up having to replace them anyway. That was kind of a weird horde night in terms of the direction that they came from. That one's not bad. But there's one that's bad. Right there. Alright, let's replace it. Now, so originally I was doing all of my replacement and repairs with cobblestone. Cobblestone, as you can see, is a 1500 durability. But these concrete reinforced, or rebar reinforced concrete, those things are like $6,000. Looking up a little higher just in case they were crawling on the wall. Alright, so now we've got to look over here as well. Oh, good Lord, look at what they did me here. So your bricks are only 1,200. One there, concrete, and concrete. Alright. So let's continue the looky for the repairs that need to be done. Going down just along the bottom now. Alright, now we're going to come up the next level. You know what? Might as well. That's one less thing I'll have to do later on. And there's reinforced concrete behind it. He's already hot. I need a drink. Let's get us a drink and cool off. That'll help. That'll cool us off. Alright. Not bad right there. So I'm not going to mess with it. Alright. So now, you know, you'd think I ought to just frickin'. But the bad thing about it is I'd have to do more than one. So screw it. We'll leave that hole there. Or not. We'll just drop one in. That'll work. That'll keep them from digging down. But see, like this area right here, a little bit. All it took was one tap of the hammer and it was toast. Alright, so let's get some more concrete in here. Alright. Whoa, look at that. kind of like all the rest of this stuff. Okay. How much? We burned through some metal on that one. Alright, so there's some damage here. So, I mean, when you see like see that little mark right there, like in the center of the 4 dots on the concrete? That's how you can tell concrete's damaged. And usually, it's just like one tap. And it's not, the repairs aren't bad. It only costs you like 1 concrete to repair it. Or 1 cement. Okay, looking at some of this stuff. See that right there? That kind of worries me a little bit. So we're going to go on ahead and knock that out. And I'm going to have to go back upstairs and pick up this right here. See, here it is, 3:30 already on the second day. And I'm already, damn it, I put it back in there. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, let me grab this. There we go. And I've got a little bit of sand I can stick in the forge. It's no big deal. Alright, so you go. Yep, that's the perfect fit right there. And you're done. Okay. So, now, oh good gosh. Yeah, these guys did me some damage this time. Alright, I'm going to have to bring this up and bring these down. And this rebar frame, that is made in your forge. Alright, looking around. Look right there. Eventually, the whole bottom area down here is going to end up replaced with concrete. I mean, there's not anything that I can do about it. I'm wondering if I ought to. Hang on, let me go inside and look at this right quick. Shit. Oh, fuck me. That is a damned screamer. And I need to take her out quickly and quietly. Shit. She's gonna call in a mess of them. Screaming little bitch. Oh, there comes the bees. Sit down. Sit. Right in the gooch. Come here, Nursey. Ugh. I frickin' hate screamers. Screamers are called bearing too. Alright, hang on. Before the bear even appears or tries to. That was nasty. Alright, we need to get... I'm going to go ahead and drop in 2 So that's repaired. Good. It's already 5 o'clock. Good gosh. And we haven't even gotten over to the main area of the attack yet. I mean, just them standing and doing a little bit of running and jumping on it will do damage. Cool. Every day, every time, the frickin' repair time to get stuff done is just crazy. Here it is, like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and we are still looking at repairs. And I haven't even repaired the I haven't even repaired my frickin' iron bars yet up there. I mean, that's not bad. I'm not going to worry about that. How we doing? Got one right here. How's that? That's all good. It's got a ding in it. I mean, and I can smack it twice with a hammer or with a pickaxe, and it's gone. So yeah. But I know the reason that screamers showed up is because I've got that fertilizer going. All right. There's another one. Might as well knock it out too. All right, that's done. There's another one right beside it. All right, and then I think that's about it. All right, so we're going upstairs now. Here it is, almost 7 o'clock, and it's taken us that long to get the repairs done. It's crazy. Cool. I'm glad. What the hell? Oh, my ladder was screwed up. Look at that. They screwed my ladder up. I didn't even know that. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I saw that. I missed one right there. Okay. Let's jump up. We're going to bring this to a close here. Alright. Look. See, there it is already. That's what you got to look for. Because they'll puke on those things, and you know, you think you're okay, and then all of a sudden you fall down and through, and it ain't pretty. Whoops. There it is. I took 2 to repair. I took a lot of puke. Let me scoot back some here. Here's another one. You just got to keep your hammer out and then walk along. Same thing with a nail gun. I mean, a nail gun will do it as well. With like one shot, boom, and it's done. Alright, we're looking pretty good there. Let's take a look back here. I'm not seeing anything back here. I'm wondering if any of my concrete here needs any repair. I'm not seeing that it does. But I know we had that one cop over here that puked at us. Alright, we're good to go. Whew. Man, that was a day. Cool. Alright, now, how many points did we end up with? We've got 10 points available to us right now. So, let's see. Quality Joe. What is Quality Joe? To found items. Alright, no. Clothing. I mean, hang on. What is this? Better quality on clothing. Tools and traps. I really need another 60 points there. But I want to get, hang on. I mean, I'm not really hurting there. I know, though, that I need more here. That's going to help out. All right, guys. Well, it has been fun. We've made it through another horde night. Let's drop that sand in there. And then the ramps and this. We're also going to drop in the concrete and the glass and that. So let's get this shuffled up. We made it through another horde night together. And that was a ton of fun. I enjoyed it. I don't know about you guys. I had a blast. Alright, hang on. Let's get out of here. We need to get everything kind of like rearranged the way that it should be. There we go. Alright, now we're talking. Alright, so we don't have anything planted right now. We don't really need anything that I'm aware of. So I'm going to leave that garden plot empty. Let's go on ahead and close the door here. Alright, we can turn this off. And we've got a good bit of forged iron. Do I have anything here? No. Let's check. Do I have anything here? No. Alright, so we're good to go. So let's drop off the SMG and 400 9mm rounds and get everything shuffled back up. We're still looking good on ammo. Not too shabby at all, folks. We do have a good few weapons to take apart. We've got 4 pistols to take apart and combine. We have some items that we can combine and put together on the 44 Magnum. Let's see what else. We've got some sniper rifle parts. So we've got some gunsmithing to do when we get back. And let me get over here and take a look at this. Man, that's going to take forever. But, I mean, it's fertilizer. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. But let's turn this off for the time being. And we will... we'll turn it back on, and I need to fuel that right quick. So let me get over here. I'm gonna grab the 6 grand of wood. Let's drop the forged iron, and we may end up having the next time we come on, which will be next Sunday. We will. We'll probably have to go harvest a little bit of wood. Let's see what we're going to end up with after we put this back in there. Alright, so yeah, we're going to have to go chop some trees, guys. Because I like to keep at least 2 stacks of 6,000 wood, if not more, on me. Oh, we've got a bunch of wrenches. Wow, check that out. I'd forgotten I had that many wrenches. Now this is the one that I use normally, but any one that I find I keep because I use it on the combine function on the bench over there. Alrighty, folks. Well, let me get over here. I'm going to get tucked in for the evening. Get my old body over here in the sleeping bag and get ready to call it an evening and chill out. Thank you, all of you, for coming and hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it so, so very much. To my subscribers, guys, thank you so very much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the subscriptions. It means a lot to me when I see even just one more subscription, see the number of subscribers go up by just one. I can't tell you what that does for me. It puts a smile on my face, and it lets me know that I'm doing something that you guys are enjoying. So please, 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 if you see something that you like, if I made you smile, if I made you giggle, if you learned something about OG 7 Days to Die, and there goes another roving band. Boy, it's a lot of them too. Please tell me you guys aren't out there beating on my door. Mother bargain. Come here, you little snot. I just can't win for losing. I think they're over there beating on. Yeah. Where are you going? We ain't done, Chica. I just got that door repaired. Unbelievable. Here I am trying to end the stream, and look what happens. Die. I said. Ooh, you squirmy little shit. Shit hurts, doesn't it? That's how much it hurts when I repair that door. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh yeah, I'll stand down there and slap on each other. No, we ain't done yet, dude. Oh, that was a headshot too. Oh, bullshit. Yeah, I'll blow a leg off and take you out that way. just got my frickin' door repaired. There's still some over there. Oh, now I see you. Oh shit, she got back up. Mister, clean. If you knock on that door, I'm gonna shoot you in the head. I'm sensed. So there's one still out here somewhere. Walking around, gimbling around, doing something. Alright, enough. But, as I was saying, if you see something you like on the video, if you enjoyed it, if it's made you smile, if you learned something about OG 7 Days to Die, please, asking for your indulgence here, please, if you would, drop me a subscribe. To those who have already subscribed to me, guys, thank you so very much. I appreciate each and every one of you like you don't know. Remember to share the videos. If you enjoyed it and you know somebody who you think would enjoy it, just, hey, share it with them. Let them know. Say, hey, go check this guy out. He's playing OG 7 Days to Die. He's a lot of fun. And he's informative, and he's this, and he's that. I mean, it would be nice to think that you guys thought that about me. So, I'm trying to keep positive thoughts here. But, yeah, please, share the videos with somebody. Hit that like button. That's going to help me fight the YouTube algorithm and get my content out there for other people to see. And, of course, the notification bell, since I only do live streams, it will let you know when I'm doing a live stream. And if you're unable to watch it at that moment in time, at least you've received a notification that I have a new video up. And we'll go from there. You guys can come, you can sit down, and you can watch. But as I say towards the end of the videos, guys, please love one another. Take care of each other. Respect one another. It's okay to agree to disagree. There's no need to be ugly or hateful about it. Just, okay, we disagree. So what? You believe this, you believe that. I say potato, you say potato. It's still something that, hey, we both eat it. Let's cut it up, fry it, and put it in some olive oil, and make some good French fries. You know what I'm saying? When you go out in public, keep your heads on a swivel. Watch out for each other, because this world is crazy at times. It's unfortunate, but it is true. And of course, if you get it on you, you might as well get it all over you. Much love, folks. Thank you for coming hanging out with me today. I will see you again most likely this weekend for another Diablo 4 stream, and then for sure on Sunday with another 7 Days to Die stream. But guys, take care. Much love. NGRU Storm signing out. Have a great week.